Hello, after the guided tour, we will introduce the library service and resources with the slides. My name is Vicky and here is my colleague Mei-Mei. We are subject librarians and today's speakers. Now we are on the main library. It's located in the middle of the campus. Besides, we have several branches. They are located in different buildings on campus, such as Department of Physics, Oceanography, Math, Chemistry, LIS, and Law. While Guzhenfu Library is in the College of Social Science building. Besides, there is ASRS Service Center in Zhonghe Lecture Building. Let's look at the Social Science building. It's named in honor of the anonymous Mr. Gu Zhenfu, and the building was designed by the famous Japanese architect Mr. Toyo Ito. The library is located in the building from the basement to the second floor. A forest-like reading space is created with stacked bamboo bookshelf and furniture. The building is a famous spot in NTU, so you must visit. Let's turn now to the medical library on the downtown campus. It's the oldest medical library with the largest medical collection in Taiwan. It offers a bright and comfortable environment with the remodel in recent years. You can take the shuttle bus or take MRT at NTU Hospital Station to get there. Remember that NTU students can borrow books from all branches and departmental library. Of course, you can return the books to any library. By the way, during the regular semester, the main library is open until 10 p.m. from Monday to Saturday and 5 p.m. on Sunday, while the opening hours during the summer and winter break are slightly different. So it's best to check the opening hours before you come to the library. Please click the More Hours buttons since different floors have different service hours. For students, I recommend you to click the Links option on the main menu and check the student column. Here are some web pages that might be helpful for you, such as setting up the internet connection. Since there are many online resources and services, it's important to set up Wi-Fi when you are in the library. For students, there are two wireless network, NTU and NTU-P. You can choose one of them and enter your student ID number to use it. The password is the same as your NTU email. By the way, the Wi-Fi service is provided by the computing center, so you can use Wi-Fi everywhere on the campus. These are two things to know before you come to the library. First, please use your own NTU student ID card. Please don't lend your card to others because it's against the library regulations. Second, no food or drink are allowed in the library. Only plain water is okay. Please dispose of the packaging or trash before entering the library to help us maintain a clean environment. If you forget to bring your student ID card, you could use NTU Mobile Library Card. There are two kinds of mobile library cards. The first one is to download our app. The second one is to add the library official line account as a friend with your smartphone and link it to your NTU email account. Then click the mobile library card icon to get a QR code, so you can use the QR code to enter the library and leave the library gate or borrow book. Just a reminder, the mobile library card is for personal use only. It's not allowed to use a physical card and mobile card at the same time. Next, I will introduce the facilities in the main library. If you need a quiet seat for studying, but the main library is closed, you can go to the 24-hour study room in the basement. Notice that the study room will be closed at 5 p.m. on the last Sunday of each month. There are several discussion rooms in the main library. The number of users is limited to 3 to 10 people. There is a whiteboard, power outlet, HDMI cable, and projector in each room. Notice that the rooms are provided for academic use only. So, how to make a reservation for discussion room? First, you can go to a library website, find the service option, and find the facilities section, then select Discussion Room Reservation. Here's the link to NTU Library Space Management System. Click on it and log in with your NTU account. On this page, you can click the Reserve button to make a reservation for a discussion room. The first and the second steps are to select the date and room. The reservation limit is 6 hours each day with a maximum of 12 hours within 2 weeks. Let's move on to the third step. The organizer is the principal applicant. He or she must be an NTU student or staff. Also, there must at least 2 companions with a maximum of 7 companions. After entering the student IDs, please remember to click the magnifier icon. It will display the corresponding name for your confirmation. The companions could be NTU, NTNU, and NTUST students and staff, but others are not allowed. Next, please go to the check-in machine to tap at least 3 ID cards within the first 15 minutes of the borrowing period. For example, if you register from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., please check in between 9 o'clock and 9:15. As a reminder, those who don't check in within the first 15 minutes will automatically cancel the reservation. The library may suspend the reservation privilege for 1 month. If the discussion rooms are full or there are only 2 people, you can go to the collaboration commons on the first floor or the discussion area in the basement. No application is needed. By the way, there are photocopiers, printers, and scanners on different floors. You can buy a copy card at B1 Copy Center or use a card vending machine on each floor. Some photocopiers and printers are available to use Easy Card, Yo-Yo Card. Besides, the scanners are free to use, but users can scan only the NTU Library collections. Next, I would like to introduce some of our services. If you want to borrow books, it's time to use your student ID card. Students are allowed to borrow up to 80 items at the same time. The loan period per item is 60 days. If the loan period is up and no one makes a request, you can renew the items online. However, if a book is reserved by another user upon checking out, the loan period will shorten to 14 days. If a book is already checked out by others, you can make a request online. The maximum request is 30 items. Next, how to renew the books which I have borrowed. Please go to the library website and click Login My Library button under the search bar. The library account is the same as your NTU email account. After login, the username will appear in the upper right corner. Then click on the name to show the list and select My Circulation Record to view and manage your loans. The list below shows the books you are currently borrowing. You can check the due date and click the Renew button on the title you wish to extend. If the item is overdue or reserved by another user, the status of the item will show not renewable. Let's look at the rules for renewing books in more detail. Suppose you borrowed the book yesterday, September 17th, and the due date will be 60 days later. Today is September 18th, and you can click Renew button on the library website. The new due date will be 60 days from today, maybe November 18th. You can renew borrow books unlimited time, but there is a maximum loan period of 240 days. So if you have already borrowed the books for 230 days, renewing it will only extend due date by 10 days. Besides, the renewal won't be completed if the book is overdue or another user reserves it. Next problem, if the book is checked out by someone, may I request it online? Yes, of course. You can request a book if someone has already checked out. As the screen shows, the status of the book is on loan. If you want to make a request, you need to sign in with your NTU email account. Next, just click the request button to reserve the item. The function puts you in a waiting queue so you can get a book as soon as it becomes available. Next, you can select a library where you will pick out this book, whether it's located on the main campus or not. Let's go back to my circulation record webpage again. You can verify what items you have requested. If you no longer need the book, you can remove the requested item by clicking the Cancel button. When your requested item becomes available, you will receive a pickup email notice. The book will be held at the service counter for 5 working days. If you don't pick up the book during the period, the item will be moved to the next person in the queue or back to the library bookshelf. To confirm the reception of all library notification emails, remember to check the personal details. It's best to leave your NTU email address as the contact email. And here's the edit button. All of the library notice letters will be sent to the email address such as hold pickup notice, overdue notice, and recall notice. As a reminder, please don't use Google email address because the mail server may block Gmail. This is another situation. Your department is on the main campus. What can you do if the book you need is in a medical library but you are too lazy or too busy to go there? You can try the Intercampus loan services, so you don't have to go there yourself. The service allows you to get a book between the 2 campuses. Main campus students can request a book from the medical library and pick up here. After the online request, it usually takes about 3 working days for the books to arrive. Once it's ready, you will get an email notification. For more information, please check the library website. During the library tour, you look around the digital media commons on the first floor, right? Now let's review how to borrow DVD and CDs. There are 4 steps to follow. Find the DVD on the shelf. Next, borrow the DVD at the service counter. Then you could book a seat in the audiovisual area at the check-in machine. Then watch the DVD in the seat you just selected. Before borrowing the audiovisual materials, please notice the following rules. There are 2 different labels on the cover of the DVDs. If the label is library use only, the item cannot be checked out. Please watch it only in the library due to the copyright. If the label is home use only, you can check it out. Students are allowed to borrow 4 items for 5 days. Let's look at the layout of the first floor. After borrowing the DVD at the service counter, you can book a seat at the check-in machine with your student ID card. This is the operating screenshot of the check-in machine. You can book A1 to A19 for watching DVDs. Remember the seat number and take the seat. Then you can play the DVD in the audiovisual area equipped with headphones. The seats in the audiovisual area are provided for 1 or 2 people. If you want to watch a DVD with your friend, the media hub is available for 3 to 8 people, but you need to make an online request in advance. Most importantly, please do not use library equipment to play your own DVD or streaming service like Disney Plus or Netflix. You can reserve the media hub on the library website. Did you know that Taida NTU has allied with 2 other universities? NTNU Taishida and NTUST Taikeda are not only our neighbors but also our good friends. So the 3 universities have launched the Tri-Library Loan Service. If you want to borrow books from NTNU or NTUST, you need to activate the Tri-Library Loan Service privilege on our website for the first time. Then you will get an email notification after 10 days. Next, you can use your student ID card to enter NTUST and NTNU Library directly. Each person can borrow up to 10 books for 30 days. As a reminder, you must return the books to the original library by yourself.
Hi, my name is Mei-Mei. Next, I will introduce the resources and search tools. First of all, the NTU Library's catalog is called SLIN. The abbreviation SLIN means System for Library Information Management. So remember that SLIN is the name of our system. When we say, oh, you can use SLIN, it means you can use the system to find books, journals, newspapers, and so on in the NTU Library. It's a handy tool you should know. To start searching, there are 4 tabs in the search area in the middle of the NTU Library website. The first tab is Catalog, which includes the library's collection, journals, ebooks, audiovisual media, or other resources. The second tab is Discovery System. You can search for an article title here. No matter what kinds of resources you need, you can start from SLIN. There is a search box where you can type in the title, author, or keyword. Now I click on the tab Discovery and input Big Data, then Search. The search results integrate physical items and electronic resources, which means these resources might be on the shelf or available online. After clicking on the title of the search result, the book's detail or the access approach will be displayed. However, there might be too many search results. Here's the refine function on the left-hand side. It allows users to refine search results by various criteria and reduce the number of results. So you can limit the result to articles and books published during specific years by modifying the year field. Click Apply Filters button to narrow down the results. Here's the record of a printed book. If it says available and then there's a code number afterwards, it's a physical item we hold in the library. You need to know the shelf location and code number and look for the book in the library. If you want to check out this book, you need to look at the status and the loan policy to see whether the book is available for borrowing. For example, the book is on the 2nd floor of the main library in the Humanities and Social Science area. The book's code number begins with LB 2395.7. When you get to the 2nd floor, look at the labels on the side of the shelves that identify the range of code numbers on those shelves to find the book you need. Next, you can check another record of an ebook. You can click the link in the View Online section, then get the full text or read the ebooks on the browser. Just a few reminders because ebook usage varies by publisher, so you may be limited in printing or downloading. Here's the record of a journal article. You can also download the PDF full text. And another reminder is when you find a journal you need, you have to move to the View Online to see which platform you can access. There may be more than one resource. Before you click the database title to access the full text, please check the coverage of the journal. As the figure shows, there are 2 sources for accessing this journal. If you're supposed to find the article published in 1991, then you should click on the second link. And we just introduced the refine function to filter search results. Advanced search is another way to optimize the search results, so you can narrow down your searches to find more specific information. We could not cover it today, but you can learn more by scanning the QR code to watch a tutorial video on our YouTube channel. Let's now turn to the master theses and doctoral dissertations in the ASRS Service Center. The usage is different from the main library. Most theses and dissertations are located in the ASRS Service Center. The items held in the center can be found in SLIN, but if you would like to borrow or read them, you need to place an online request. First, sign in with your NTU email account. Next, click on the request button, and then the pickup location is limited and send as default with the ASRS Service Center, and then send request. After successfully requesting the item, you will receive an email notification. Then go to the ASRS Service Center to pick up your requested item. As we mentioned earlier, the ASRS Service Center is not in the main library. It's on the first floor of Zhonghe Lecture Building. Next, you may be wondering how to find the full text of the thesis or dissertation on databases in Taiwan. You can find the full text of thesis and dissertation in the following databases: NTU TDR for thesis or dissertations of NTU, NDLTD in Taiwan for thesis or dissertation from other universities in Taiwan. Our T library offers the widest range of full text, but requires VPN for off-campus. I will explain VPN later. Besides, how do you find the full text of thesis or dissertation not just from Taiwan, but from other countries? So here are two databases that you can use. The first one is PQDT. It provides abstracts and full text of theses and dissertations around the world, but mainly from the United States and Canada. If PQDT doesn't provide the full text you need, you can try the relevant database, DDC. So here is a more detailed tutorial video about finding theses and dissertation from NTU Library and worldwide on our YouTube channel again. The next topic I would like to focus on is the databases in the NTU Library. Using databases can narrow down the search scope. If your information need is specific, the databases is more suitable for you. So how to use databases that NTU Library has purchased? To use databases, you can go to the library website, click the third tab, Databases. If you already know a specific database, type the database title in the search bar, then search. If you want to browse all accessible databases through the NTU Library, click the databases link under the search bar. It will connect you to the database page. We have subject-specific databases for different fields. You can access journals, theses, and books through these databases. Here are three kinds of lists sorted by content type, subject, and titles for browsing over 600 databases provided by the NTU Library. We will already list widely used databases for you. In topics, there are general databases often used. In feature databases, they are important databases of each subject. So before learning how to access the library's databases, please know an important reminder. Most of the library's e-resources are accessible within the campus network. However, when you are outside the campus, you can still remotely access e-resources through off-campus internet connection services, commonly referred as VPN. And you need to do some settings for the first time. You can find the instruction for setting up the VPN under the service section of our library website. Just follow the steps provided there. While VPN services is provided by NTU Computer and Information Networking Center, we will call it Computing Center or 集中 in Chinese. So if you run into any issues during the setup, please reach out to 集中 for help. Let me first briefly introduce how to enable your VPN privilege. Every student needs to apply for VPN privilege first and then set up VPN. You can scan the QR code to enter NTU Computing Center's website, then click the first link. So it will direct you to this web page to log in with your NTU email account and password. So after logging, please choose the fourth option in the service list, and then there will be English instruction for you. There is an important reminder. The VPN validity period is 1 year. So after 1 year, you will need to reactivate the VPN again. you will see a white box on the website. Now, take out your student ID and flip it to the back. So enter the rightmost 4 digits on the back of your student ID card, as shown in the sample picture. Then click the button next to the white box. So once you activate your VPN privilege, you can install the VPN software on your computer, laptop, or smartphone. Use the software ProSecure for computers and the app Inventi Secure Access Client for phones. You only need to install the application once on each device you want to use to access library resources. Open the VPN software and then log in to access databases off campus. Now let me introduce some useful databases for you. The first one is Academic Search Complete. It is a scholarly database offering full-text access to thousands of academic journals covering various disciplines such as science, humanities, and social science. So this comprehensive resources is essential for students seeking credibility information and for the academic world and literature review. The next one is JSTOR. It's a useful database for students who major in art, history, literature, and humanities. So JSTOR focuses on providing digital full-text archives of complete back issue of academic journals, including articles published a long time ago. And as two of the most prominent academic databases, Web of Science and Scopus provide access to a vast collections of scholarly and selected content across various disciplines, including journals, conference papers, books, and more. So Web of Science includes high-value journal indexes, which are SCIE, SSCI, and ANHCI. These two databases also provide citation networks to support research evaluation and trends. Next, if you're a graduate student, you will absolutely need to know about EndNote. It's a powerful reference management tool that helps you store, manage, and cite bibliographic information when writing papers and your thesis. So this semester, we will introduce learning and resources and JSTOR databases, Web of Science, and EndNote. So you are welcome to register our first workshop. So as we approach the end of the presentation, let me share a few more useful resources guides to help you further. We provide a user menu. You can download the guide for further information. And don't miss out on what's happening at the library. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Line, and YouTube channel for news, updates, and fun events announcements. So far, is there any questions? So if you have any further questions about NTU Library resources and services, you can visit the service counter on the first floor of the main library, or feel free to email us. It's the end of the workshop. We appreciate your attention, and we hope all of you will make good use of NTU Library.